It's time for another staycation.
And we're going in the movies.
Hey there, man fam. It's time for another resort stay, this time at the All-Star Movies Resort.
This Disney World resort brings 5 Disney movies to life around you. So we are going to check out the resort, check out the newly renovated rooms, grab a bite to eat, and just show you All-Star movies.
Come along.
To infinity and beyond.
This is normal. Hey, Buzz.
All-Star Movies is a value resort and has 2 sisters, All-Star Sports and All-Star Music. All 3 of these resorts have larger-than-life statues outside, themed to different things, and are motel style where your doors are going to be on the outside leading in. These are value resorts again, so these are going to be the least expensive. They're going to have fewer amenities than your moderate or your deluxe resorts, but they can be a great choice for people looking to save a little bit of money, who want some fun theming. Kids love these resorts. I stayed here many times as kids and I loved them, particularly All-Star Movies. Now, to give you a look at what that price range can entail, they typically range between $150 to $250 a night. We looked at a random weeknight in November and also Christmas Eve, and those were the prices that we saw. Additionally, these are some of the most recently refurbished rooms. They were going down for refurbishment prior to the closure, and then they finished up once the parks reopened. So I have never seen one of these new rooms. Super excited to check it out, but our room isn't quite ready yet, so we are going to do a little exploration of the grounds. Now, one thing to note about the All-Stars is the only transportation to and from the parks or Disney Springs is via bus. There's no Skyliner, there's no boat, there's no monorail. It's just bus transportation, or of course you can drive your own car or do rideshare. I'm headed to Magic Kingdom in the morning, so I will be riding the bus and seeing how long it takes and all sorts of things, so look forward to that as this video continues. Headed into the lobby area. A fun thing in the lobby here is there's pretty much always a giant movie poster you can take a picture with of whatever the latest Disney universe film is. They're also playing a movie here. A Muppet Christmas Carol, an interesting choice for July.
Should be Treasure Island, 100%.
I do agree that Muppet Treasure Island is the greatest of the Muppet cinematic universe. And then you also have the check-in desk, of course, right over here. We did online check-in, and our room isn't quite ready yet, so we're gonna leave our stuff in the car and start doing a little tour of the resort before we can get into the room. Oh, they have the weird new character thing here. Have you seen this?
No, but I'm just kind of watching it play out right now, and I have questions.
So this is a brand new thing. Disney just piloted this, and it's a way to create a virtual picture of you with the characters. You have Magic Mobile on your phone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Just tap it. It should work. Okay. Now, who do we want to meet? Yeah. Oh, we can have more than one. Yeah. Why not? We'll have Mickey and Pluto.
Oh, step
onto the star. Okay. We get another pose. And now, these pictures
are on our photo pass?
Yeah.
Neat.
Is it though?
So neat.
It's almost like this might be crazy.
Tell me.
It's like I'd rather they have spent the money to just bring Pluto and Mickey here.
Within the lobby of the All-Star Movies, you have Double Feature, which is the merchandise location, and right next to that, after going down the All-Star Movies Hall of Fame wall, you have the world premiere food court. But let's check out Double Feature. Oh, look at that. Is that Huey, Dewey, or Louie? One of the triplets is up there. Look at him, hanging out.
It's Dewey.
Oh.
Dewey wears blue, Huey wears red, and Louie wears greens.
Okay. So aside from the 2023 annual release merchandise, you also have the D100 merch set throughout the shop as well as what I would consider sort of standard. Okay. Oh. We have Encanto playing. as well as what I would consider sort of standard ambiguous resort Disney parks merchandise, which is always fun to see, just in case you might miss something at the theme parks that you want to pick up here at the resort. I mean, a pretty strong Encanto collection as well.
I like this Louisa backpack because she's riding a donkey that looks like a unicorn.
Being strong is fabulous.
And it's a barbell, and I just think we love Louisa.
I do have to say, one thing that I really do like about the All-Star Resorts is how they are very well themed to their individual resort names. So here in the All-Star Movies, you have in the gift shop the concessions, Will Call, which is kind of package pickup, and the box office, all set up with a number of movie posters throughout the entire store itself, as well as movies playing. And as a note, package pickup has still not returned to either the parks or resorts, so just remember that. But in this section we have mugs, dinnerware, snacks, candy treats, and then a beverage case, as well as wine and what looks like spirits behind the counter. And the last thing to point out is the resort-specific merchandise that you can find in any of the gift shops. Now, in this case, it is not movie-specific. It is just All-Star specific itself. So it's going to include movies, sports, and music on the merchandise if you're looking for any logos. Like here on the water bottle, right? You've got sports, movies, and music. Do you know what that is, Molly?
Treble clef.
Nailed it.
You can say I'm treble.
Yep. Continuing our tour, walking past the All-Star Movies Hall of Fame wall.
There's a lot of famous movies on there. Alan, you can't pick Walt Disney. Which of those movies is your favorite?
Star Wars.
You see what else is up there, right?
I do see Forrest Gump, but after recently visiting the Halcyon, it's Star Wars.
Okay.
Although they have a lot of great movies represented here.
I wonder what's over there. None of these are my favorite movie yet.
And here you have the world premiere food court. We'll be stopping here later for dinner. Oh, you've got the Wizard of Oz, Casablanca, James Bond, Pirates of the Caribbean.
I guess of these movies, Pirates of the Caribbean would be my favorite, but none of these are my favorite movies. And to wrap up the lobby tour, the main building, you have the Real Fun Arcade.
Exiting the main lobby, you come to the Fantasia pool. There are 5 films represented here in the All-Star Movies Resort. They are 101 Dalmatians, Toy Story, The Mighty Ducks for a nice throwback, Fantasia, and Love Bug. What's your favorite?
Are you serious right now?
I don't know. What's your favorite?
Love Bug. Come on.
All right, while we wait, why don't we take a quick tour of the resort?
You know what is more fun than walking around the resort and looking at all the giant characters, most importantly the giant Buzz Lightyear?
What?
Doing it with a cocktail.
I agree.
The pool bar's right there. And it is our duty in our Staycation series to show the places to eat and drink. We must get a cocktail.
Yes, for science.
Exactly.
As Molly mentioned, the Silver Screen Spirits Pool Bar is the pool bar located outside the Fantasia pool. It has a number of featured beverages, and I'm excited to get in there and give one a shot. I've actually not looked at the menu. Do you know what you're getting?
No, if I remember correctly, it's mostly just a classic Disney pool bar with the same drinks they have most locations, but sometimes they do have a specialty feature just for this one, so I'm excited to see what it is as well. Grabbed our drinks, and again, it's just a generic Disney pool bar menu. They didn't actually have any specialty drinks. However, I grabbed the Bourbon Breeze, which is Old Forester bourbon, cranberry, lime, and pomegranate juices, and topped with ginger beer.
And I picked up the Cucumber and Mint Vojito, which is Kettle One cucumber and mint vodka, lime juice, and pure cane sugar, topped with soda water.
Cheers. Mine's definitely not sweet, which is of course what I was going for. You can taste the bourbon, you can taste the tartness from the lime and the pomegranate. Pomegranate's probably the sweetest thing, and you can taste a little bit of that ginger. That's a very nice bourbon cocktail.
This is dangerous. You can't taste any of the vodka in this, but it's very light and refreshing.
Drink the juice, Shelby.
Ooh,
Right.
that's nice.
A little dangerous.
That's nice. That's a good poolside cocktail, and a good cocktail to walk around and look at giant characters.
Which is what we're doing.
Wasting no time going into the greatest section of the resort. Possibly the greatest section of any resort?
Okay.
That,
right.
that too far?
Maybe.
But we are clearly approaching the Toy Story section, which starts with the cutest little RC. I love him. Hold on.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go well.
That was just a toy car, don't drink and drive. But we are headed into the main part of Toy Story, and I can already see him, the gigantic Buzz Lightyear.
You know, that Buzz is 35 feet tall.
Wow.
A standard Buzz toy is about 12 inches or 1 foot, so that's 35 times the size of a standard Buzz toy.
Wow.
So if you, Molly,
Yeah.
wanted to play with that Buzz at that size,
I do.
you have to be about 210 feet tall.
Oh dear. Well, we're gonna go into Andy's room, except for...
Oh, yep, you can't go.
No, you can't go.
Andy's room, keep out. Oh,
Except Molly.
Oh, that's...
So you can't go.
Looks neat.
It's pretty cool.
I'm coming in.
All right, well, this is obviously the best section you can stay in. But before we leave, begrudgingly, I do want to show a cute Easter egg on the bookshelf here behind Woody. One of the books is Tin Toy, which is one of the first Pixar short films done by John Lasseter. And then also The Adventures of Andre and Wally B. That's another one. So it's cute that there's some little Pixar Easter eggs here, which is not surprising at all, considering Pixar is known for hiding little details like that. Moving along to the next section, passing the playground, which I'm not going to film because there's kids on there.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird.
And that's creepy, but you're just going to have to trust us that it's there through the brush. We've also got guest laundry services right here, should you need to do laundry. But we are headed to our next movie adventure.
Up next on our room tour, we have the Fantasia section. Now, here on the left-hand side, that is Fantasia 2000. Well, on the right-hand side is the OG Fantasia with the oft-debated mop v. brooms sort of guarding the entryways to the different entrances of the resorts.
The Fantasia 2000 section is also home to the runner-up creepiest thing at a Disney resort.
Is it this thing?
Yeah, number one is, of course, the nanny chairs at the boardwalk.
What am I looking at?
But this jester staring down at me.
I don't like it. Moving on. I also want to acknowledge just how big Yin Sid's sorcerer cap is. I don't even want to imagine how big Mickey would have to be to wear this. I'm imagining something akin to like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man at the end of Ghostbusters. A little terrifying, but it's a nice addition.
The Fantasia section is also home to the first of the two pools here at All-Star Movies. This is the Fantasia pool, very original name. It's got Mickey right there in the center as a sorcerer. This is your big family pool. This is where the recreation activities are going to be. It's going to be a little bit louder. They've got ping pong and some other games as well. There is another quieter pool if that's more your speed also. Here are Donald and Daisy outside the campfire where they do marshmallow roasting. It's weird to see Daisy's tush covered. Normally, Donald and Daisy are pretty pro free tushes, if you know what I mean. They're nuts.
They're anti-pantaloons.
They're nuts for butts. But you know what? The tunic covers the whole situation.
They want to show them tail feathers.
You know what? If you got it, flaunt it. That's what I always say.
Those rinsers are massive. You've got a 915 millimeter by a 1219 millimeter. Which would fit the nuts of each of the appropriate sizes on the end of the wrench there.
But the wrench is bigger than Herbie.
Exactly, so it wouldn't fit Herbie.
But it would fit the tires. Look at that big thing in the tire. That's what it would fit.
No. You see, the wrench
Uh-huh.
has two different sizes of nuts that it would work with.
Macadamia or salted pecan.
It'd fit the tires.
Would it?
Yep.
Would it?
Yeah, it'd fit the tires.
No cap. Would it fit the tires?
No cap.
Would it fit the tires? If our very educational wrench conversation didn't give it away, we are in the love bug section. Herbie the love bug, that is. In the center of the Herbie section, you will see a car-sized Herbie, not a giant car-sized Herbie, right there in the winner's circle. And this was a car used in parades at the Magic Kingdom from 1978 to 1990. So that's kind of fun.
That is neat. Ol' Herbert.
I was kind of hoping it would be the one from Lights, Motors, Action. Do you remember that?
I do.
And it would like get cut in half.
Yes, and then it would drive still.
Yeah.
You know what's slightly terrifying is the expressionless eyes.
It's kind of like how at Christmas time some people put reindeer antlers and Rudolph noses on their car.
A doll's eyes.
Black, like a doll's eyes till they bite you and they roll over white.
Black eyes like a doll's eyes.
Different movie, but no less applicable when staring into Herbert's soul.
They kind of look like the sandbar shark's eyes, who I met during my Shark Week movie, because the sandbar shark does have white around its eyes like that, and it constantly looks surprised, like, hey, what are you guys talking about? Anyway, go watch the Shark Week video. It's pretty cool. On to, I think, Dalmatians?
Yes. Up next, of course, we have the 101 Dalmatians section of the All-Star Movies Resort with a 40-foot tall Pongo joined by his partner, Perdita.
I love this movie. It's one of my top 10 favorite Disney movies. I think it's very underrated, but I love the animation style, and I love that it's about puppies. There are actually 101 puppies around here.
You want to count them, don't you?
I like to know I'm factually correct, so.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50, 51, 52, 53. 98, 99, 100, and 101.
Nailed it.
Now that we have all 101 Dalmatians accounted for, Alan, who is your favorite Dalmatian?
Oh, wow. Well, Pongo, I think.
Pongo, you old chap!
Pongo is up there.
Okay,
and
who's your favorite
Rolly.
puppy? Yes, Rolly is the cutest.
Rolly's my favorite puppy.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole elephant.
Also, there's Cruella, who I would argue
Is terrifying?
top 3 worst Disney villains.
She wants to murder puppies.
She wants to murder these little puppers and make a coat out of them.
How big of a coat would that be? That's a lot of puppies.
She's gonna make multiple coats.
Oh, well, we hate that.
We hate that. Listen, I love fashion, but girl, we're not murdering puppies for our fashions. I do think this is the cutest section besides Toy Story. Just the details are so cute. On the ground, you've got the different dog bones, and they are branded Canine Crunchies, which is the little song that the dogs like to sing when they're watching TV for their favorite superhero dog. Hey, Alan, pop quiz. What's the super dog that the Dalmatians like watching on TV?
Thunderbolt.
Yeah, it is.
It's weird that that's in my brain instead of other information that might be helpful or relevant.
It's relevant to our job.
True.
Anyway, Alan, do you hear that?
Quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
That aged us. I want you to know that.
We are old, but we love the Mighty Ducks, and we are in the Mighty Ducks section.
Wait, we've got the Donalds and Daisy's ducks for the locker rooms for the boys and girls.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Here, obviously, our final section at the All-Star Movies is the Mighty Ducks section. This is also home to the Duck Pond Pool, which is your quieter pool. This is not where your activities are going to be, so if you want it to be a little calmer, this is going to be the pool you want to go to. And as a fun note, don't forget you can, when you check in online for your Disney hotel, make requests. So if you want to be close to a pool, you can say that. If you want to be in the Toy Story section, you can say that. If you want to be close to transportation, etc. you can say all of that. No guarantees, but you can list it at least.
The Mighty Ducks section, of course, based off the hit 90s film The Mighty Ducks, which is about a hockey team who rises from mediocrity to greatness.
Thanks to Emilio Estevez, the Mighty Ducks guy.
Yep, thanks to Emilio Estevez. And you can see that represented with the duck hockey face masks as well as the hockey sticks throughout, and on the edge of each of these buildings where they have the staircase and the exterior corridors with the 31-foot tall goal nets. The 90s truly were a heyday for Disney films, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little old.
I do enjoy the Mighty Ducks, but I'm not gonna lie to you, if they were gonna make a section from a live action film from the 90s, I kind of wish it was heavyweights.
Okay, what would that even look like?
It would be Camp Hope slogans. The Blob would be in the pool.
Okay, now that's cool.
The Blob would be a part of it. The go-karts could be a part of it.
All in this one section.
I'm just making an amusement park now.
Yeah.
And
You're making Camp Hope.
Instead of a giant hockey mask, it would just be a giant Ben Stiller.
What we all want to see on vacation.
Yeah. Now I eat success for breakfast with skim milk. I'm Lars, your new friend and counselor. I have a deviated septum. Do not be alarmed.
Do not be alarmed. I have a deviated septum. All right, speaking of eating, how about we go check out our room? It is ready.
It is ready. I have good news and I have bad news about that.
Tell me more.
The good news is the room is ready, which you already said, so you kind of stole my thunder there. The bad news is it's not in the Toy Story section.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
It's in the Fantasia section.
Even better. Is it by the creepy Jack in the Box?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, great. Well, the nightmare is realized. Our room is with the horrifying Jack in the Box from the depths and pits of hell.
I'm afraid he's gonna move when we're sleeping.
Don't say that. Stop that immediately. No. No. No.
He doesn't look trustworthy.
First time's a charm.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh, wow, they did a great job with the renovations.
They're so cute. This is a king preferred room. Now, an important word when booking your Disney hotel is preferred versus standard. The rooms are actually the exact same. Nothing about the actual room changes. Preferred just means closer to amenities like the pool, like transportation, like dining, whereas standard is going to be a little bit further back. So at this hotel, Herbie the Love Bug would probably be standard, whereas we are in Fantasia, which is preferred. We spent $177 on this room tonight. It is a weeknight, but it is the middle of the summer, which is typically a pretty busy season. And while this video is not sponsored, we did book it through Undercover Tourist, because when I was looking at the room rates, it was actually about $25 or so less to book it on there. And we actually do use them, which is why we're partnered with them, than booking it directly on Disney's site. Again, this is a king bed. You could get 2 beds if you needed to. I love the artwork that they've added in. It doesn't seem like there's anything specific to being in Fantasia here. I believe all the rooms are going to look the same. There's a little table over here if you'd like to have a little space for your meal. Also over here, we've got our coffee maker with the Walt Disney World Resort blend, ice bucket, a small mini fridge, Dad's thermostat right there for you. How's the bed?
Really nice.
You've got the cute overhead lights by the Mickey and Minnie and Donald portrait, and then they've got the nice little mini bedside nooks for each person with your various outlets and lights. Got this nice farmhouse door to bring you into the bathroom section. Not a closet, but a little hanging area with some hangers. Pretty decent blow dryer, ironing board right here, sink, and then of course separated off. You can separate that part off. Royal throne here, as well as
Privacy, please.
the shower. Just noting we've got H2O products. And you get back at whatever it is you're doing. So there you have it, the room tour here at the All-Star Movies. Again, preferred king room, As you can see, not a lot of frills, not a huge room, but I do think they look really nice with the renovation. They're certainly maximizing the space. They're really clean, they're cute, and again, these are value resorts, so you're gonna be paying a lot less than some of the other hotels at Walt Disney World, but you're still gonna get perks like the early theme park entry at the 4 different theme parks, free parking, free transportation. Again, it's buses transportation here, so if you are looking to save a little bit of money, if you are gonna be in the parks all day, rope drop to park close, you don't need anything fancy. If you're a bigger group and need a bunch of rooms, perhaps connecting rooms. I stayed here a bunch growing up, so the All-Stars always have a little soft spot for me, and this is my favorite of the 3. Taking a look at the TV, it is one of the new TVs where you can either do Disney On Demand, where they have a variety of movies and shows. You can connect your device if you want to stream something, and they have real TV. So, nice. It's dinner time, supper time. What do you say, dinner or supper?
Dinner.
My family says dinner for lunch and then supper for dinner. I know, it's wild. But we are here at the world premiere food court. It's a pretty standard value resort food court where you're gonna have a couple different sections. One's gonna have like burgers and sandwiches, one will have pizza, one will have desserts, but we're gonna scope it out. Taking a look at the menus, the Majestic Theater right here, this is gonna be your Italian selection. So you've got big slices of pepperoni or cheese pizza, full-size pizzas, as well as a couple pasta dishes and a meatball sub. Right next door at the Lyric, and these are all famous theaters, you've got a sesame chicken stir fry, impossible meatloaf, and, oh, this is interesting, you've got a create your own entree situation where you select a protein and then 2 sides and create your own platter. Here you've got the grab and go section where you've got a variety of things like pastries, cereals, bottled and canned beverages, and then they also have a selection of grab and go food that you could take back to your room or poolside, things like sandwiches, fruit cups, and salads. Next door to the Grand Theater, we have the Roxy. This is your burger kind of grill station. So there's a couple different burgers, chicken strips, chili cheese footlong hot dog, French fries, chili cheese fries, and last but not least, you have the Rialto. This is your desserts and coffees. So they have hand-scooped ice cream here. They also have a variety of cupcakes and other pastry treats. Grabbed our dinner, and first up, the Showstopper Burger. This is a burger with onion bacon jam, cheddar, provolone, jalapenos, crispy onions on a toasted brioche bun served with fries. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty good for a quick service burger.
Good crispy onion.
For me, myself, and I picked up the Create Your Own entree with mojo roasted chicken, garlic green beans, and mashed Yukon Gold potatoes.
Alan,
Yes?
why is there a hot dog on our plate?
That's an excellent question, Molly. This is the sweet summertime favorites dessert. It is an eclair with chocolate buttercream, iced sugar cookie fries, and a raspberry dipping sauce, making it look like a hot dog with ketchup and mustard with some relish. I believe those are sprinkles, raspberry dipping sauce, and the fries that are sugar cookies.
This may be the only hot dog I ever enjoy. Ooh. Disney does a good quick service fry.
That they do.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's actually spiced pretty well. I'm genuinely shocked.
I'm gonna say something really wild.
Okay.
Taking out a place like Deluxe Burger,
Okay.
this is the best quick service burger I've ever had at Walt Disney World. Quick service being the key.
High praise.
This burger is juicy. It was made to order. There's tons of cheese. I love the fresh jalapenos. The bun is holding up to all of this, but it's not dry. I don't love Disney quick service burgers. I talk about that a lot. They're usually just fine and adequate, but this is genuinely a very good burger. I would absolutely eat this again. Lots of good toppings. I'm impressed.
I gotta say, I'm enjoying this as well. This is a full half of a rotisserie chicken, slathered in mojo seasoning that you can actually taste. The skin is good and crispy. The meat is juicy all the way through, not super salty. Accompanied with the green beans, which they're not as crispy as I would like, and they're a little more oily than I would normally expect, but good garlic flavor. And the mashed potatoes knock it out of the park. For a quick service meal, I'm in a good place.
I don't think you're going to get anything super revolutionary at the All-Star cafeterias, just because they're a quick meal. They're aimed at families. They're aimed at a pretty simple palate. There's not going to be a ton of super unique or exciting flavors, but everything's pretty solid. It's basics, but they're solid. I'm surprised.
I'm a happy camper.
Even though it's not a hot dog and I know that, it looks like one.
Come on now.
But here we go. Definitely not a hot dog. It's really rich chocolate mousse inside of two eclair buns.
It's almost like chocolate frosting.
I'm not a huge eclair fan, so I don't think I would pick this out other than the gimmick of it, but I am a huge sugar cookie fan, so I'm excited to try these fries dipped in the raspberry ketchup. Mmm! Okay, those are awesome.
Yeah. More of those, please.
These are awesome. The cookies are so soft they're falling apart as you dip them, but I'm not even mad. They're lightly iced. I think there's almond extract in them. They're really good sugar cookies, and then this raspberry filling. It doesn't taste artificial. It tastes like real raspberries.
I'm not even a sweets person. I'd order this every day.
I wish you could get it sans hot dog.
Give me a double order of the fries and take the eclair out. I'm in.
A+. Normally the All-Stars are known for their cupcakes because they get really cute ones here, but this is a winner.
If you're here soon, get that.
Also know that the meal Alan had is not available on mobile order, and neither were a few other things. If you do mobile order, they're probably going to pack it to go. So just keep that in mind. They may have a few other treats and entrees available if you come into the restaurant. It's like a Pop-Tart. It's got Pop-Tart vibes.
A dessert Pop-Tart, not a breakfast food.
Yeah, they're clearly a healthy, balanced breakfast if you eat it in the morning. Definitely not dessert.
Don't crush my dreams like that.
Back in the room now, gonna put on some comfies and then head to the movie Under the Stars. Well, it's in this cute little thing called the Reel Room.
Yeah.
It looks like a film reel. And they're playing one of the Captain America movies tonight. So I'm very excited.
It's going to be a good time.
I hope it's the one with Bucky in it.
Winter Soldier?
Yeah, no, I think it's Civil War. But Bucky's in that one too, so.
True. And then it's time for bed because I know you got to get up early tomorrow to go to the parks.
I have a full day in Magic Kingdom tomorrow for the Magic Kingdom Genie video. There's like 20 plus genies to try and get lightning lanes to get, so I got to go to bed so I can get up early and get to the park early.
And I've got to get up early and take care of the doggos because our pet sitter can only take the night shift, so I'm there in the morning.
Yeah, Kronk needs his medicine and his food. He's very demanding if he doesn't get it on time.
He's a drama baby, is really what it's come
but
down
he's
to.
so cute.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the All-Stars?
I've always liked the All-Stars. Again, I've said it like 3 times now, but I stayed here a lot growing up. I think these are perfect if you are just looking for somewhere to stay. You still want the perks of being at Disney. You still want the campfire, the s'mores roast. You still want the movie Under the Stars. You still want the early park entry and the transportation, but you don't want to spend your vacation bucks on the resort.
I couldn't agree more. I was actually surprised by the food quality as well that we got from the quick service dining location. It was nice, and I have to say, the renovated rooms, I mean, there's really nothing to complain about, especially if this is where you're going to just lay your head and spend the majority of your time in the theme parks.
Of course, this is not a super luxurious resort. It's not a foodie resort, but I think it does its job as a value resort, and I think that with the renovations, I think it does it well.
Oh, I agree.
All right, should we go see the cat?
We should.
Are you Team Steve or Team Tony in this one?
Tony.
Oh, that's interesting.
Tony.
I am Team Cap. Normally in life I am Team Iron Man, but in the conflict here I am Team Cap.
Yeah, Tony, 100%.
But he wants to sign. He wants to sign away.
I agree.
Cap's like, no, let's live our lives.
I know.
Well, we're going to have to get into a big debate about this.
All right. Well, see you tomorrow.
Good morning from me and Owen Wilson, star of 1998's hit film Armageddon. I am headed to the Magic Kingdom. Alan, as stated, has headed home to take care of Kronk and Ella. Popped into the food court here to grab something for breakfast. Here it is. Of course, they do have Mickey waffles and pancakes and eggs and bacon and pastries and all the things you want for breakfast. But we got to get going to the Magic Kingdom because I got a long video to shoot there. Morning, hello. Thank you. Oh, their Magic Kingdom bus is here right now. The timing could not have been better on this. So like I said, there is only bus transportation here at the All-Star Resorts. It will take you to the 4 theme parks, Disney Springs and the water parks. Now in the past, they have shared buses between the 3 All-Stars, But I believe they only do that now kind of in the middle of the day during the low traffic seasons, in the morning when everyone's trying to get to the parks, and in the evening when everyone tries to get home, they typically go 1-to-1. Great news. I talked to a very nice bus driver who said they don't do that at all anymore. And that used to be one of my pro tips, is that sports is first, so you'd get picked up first, but then you'd have to make 2 more stops at music and movies, which meant by the time it got to movies, it could have been pretty full already, but now you don't have to worry about that, so that's great. And let's see how long it takes us to get to Magic Kingdom. And about 16 minutes later, I am at the Magic Kingdom. Now, one thing I will note is that the value resorts tend to have the bus stops that are furthest away from the entrance to the park. You get it. But we've arrived. That was quick and easy. And now I'm headed to make a long Genie video. So this is where I leave you. Hopefully you had fun following along on a little mini All-Star movie staycation. Let us know what other hotels you want to see. Have you stayed at All-Star movies? Share all of that down below in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channels, follow us on social media, come hang out with us on Discord. And until next time, friends, I'm Molly, and it has been so magical. Bye. To be continued.